Hello.
Nailed it. Fuck.
Sorry, I had to get Susie with a bit. Hey, if you're joining us, welcome, and thanks for joining me, friends. We were just saying this is usually the bit that I like to do when nobody's watching, but we're gonna do it in full openness, I guess. I don't know what I was gonna say then. And it's kind of exciting. Like this is the kind of stuff I do enjoy, even though when we were talking about it, not everyone was like, yeah, we're gonna get on the kind of board gamey action. Like people are here for the drama and the juicy fruits, right? So that's our main thing on Thursdays. But these little like Saturday, maybe a weekday, whatever works for us, house actions I wanted to do, and I wanted to do them more for this season because you guys, you get a bit more agency this time, I think. You're not only kind of working with yourselves and what you can do, but you've got a bunch of stuff that you can use. And so, Charlie would do house action stuff before, but now everyone's splintered off a bit. We've got a bunch of different houses and a bunch of people who can do lots of cool stuff. So we're going to do it. I don't know if I wanted to say it. I said it on stream a bit, but I made it a leap year in Westeros. According to the house rules that I've got, and it's the Strangersmonth, and so house actions in the game go by month, so kind of month by month, and that's we're timey-wimey, but that's kind of how I'll do it. I think we'll do like it will kind of mean a month, and a month gives you a good opportunity to like travel quite far. So if you want to send an army somewhere, they'll get there. Do you know what I mean? So we're not hanging around. And also, I was thinking about this, right? One of the things with season 8 that bugged us, right, was the teleporting around. But I think there was a lot that it was like, actually, funnily enough, the new Dune movie, it has the same kind of feeling to it, where because they abridge it so much and they pick the very, very important moments that you must see, there's so much unsaid stuff in between that you just don't get a feeling of travel or of journey or of anything like that, right? Of development. And it becomes every moment is like really important. There's a lot of that going around in like Netflix shows and TV and stuff at the moment. Every single scene is played to its like maximum stakes, and there's a old drama teacher of mine definitely kind of rocking around in the back of my head talking about souffle lightness, which is scenes should be kind of souffle light. You should be able to play a really, really dramatic scene in the corner of a real pub, just the two actors, and people not notice. Like, real shit can go down, but you'll never know, right? You should get to that level where... Stuff. Exactly, subtext. Where the fuck has subtext gone in 2021? Do you know what I mean? Anyway, ran over.
Because you can't use it in the cut for a trailer.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like,
that's
every
probably
scene is a fucking
right?
trailer cut now.
That's it, right? I did feel like once I'd seen the Dune movie, I kind of felt like I'd basically, so I got to see the trailer again, but like put it all together rather than in those kind of really quick cuts. Yeah, it was a bit weird. But hopefully,
it's probably because it's streaming now, right? Because of the way media's like consumed now, it's all got to be like for the social media moments.
Yeah. But this can serve as our in-between bits. This can serve as our development and our journey stuff, right?
I mean, we have that anyway because we fucking force it. We're like, no, Sam, your plot. We're gonna have a conversation over here for half an hour. Don't even get out of it.
Yeah, you might have noticed that I'm a big fan of tiny, annoying conversations.
What I love about this, and everybody does it, is they say, I want to talk to so-and-so. And it's like, great, okay, you're not even going to let me know why? Or give me an objective? Or, no, okay, no prep. I'll just be here reacting then, that's fine. Also, welcome, Critical Misses. Thank you so much for raiding us. We're having a pretty chill one right now. We're doing some more procedural house action stuff to our main campaign after the Fyre. But you can catch it every Thursday evening, 7 p.m. UK time or 2 p.m. Eastern. Although in a week or so, that might change for like a week while we have daylight saving nonsense.
And I won't know what it is every single time we bring it up.
Yeah. Yeah, Dorky. This is a Game of Thrones campaign. We've been playing for like 6 seasons now, and 2 years or so.
2 years now.
Yeah. So a lot of stuff has happened, but it's on our YouTubes. We don't have an ATF command. We must have a YouTube command.
We do have a YouTube.
Bam. There we go. If you want to catch up, it's juicy right from the get-go. So if you do want to dip into a show where you can just like binge through it, then I highly recommend it. Obviously, because we're here and we're doing it. All right. Let's kick off. I don't want this to be just like you have a limit to exactly what you can do. I don't mind taking a bit of detail from you. But let's do people who are here first, and then I can list out all of Don's instructions, and I can do all of Don's shit. Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right. So Susie, I want to start with you because
okay.
We got a few things to cover. I think. Obviously, where you're going, what you're going to be up to.
Yep.
I do wonder who you're going to take with you. Or whether you're going to stay in Highwood. That's like a kind of decision, right?
Yeah.
Because you've got old, Makey up here, undoubtedly, Unky Makey, undoubtedly come down and try and stomp out the rebellion. Because the main rebellion, right, is down here by the Scourge. That's where it landed, right? by the Tor. So that's where House Jourdain is, as the main co-conspirator. And so the main rebellion really is happening down here. So that's where the entire realm, the entire Seven Kingdoms, is probably going to be like focusing its attention. And so, yeah, you've got to consider whether you are guarding the way or if you're actually doing what old matey boy is asking you to do.
Old matey.
Got his name. Fuck.
Harris.
Yeah, sorry. Harris. Hairy balls.
You leave him alone. He's trying very hard.
He is. Yeah, so you've got to decide whether you want to guard the way or whether you want to head off to through Greenmont with him to House Tarly, which is where he wants to go. But we've also got there is a little bit of house management you can do because there's a bit of unspent power that you might want to recruit up for, because you've got potentially a bunch more boys to take into battle if you got the points for it.
Actually, I was looking at the house creation worksheet though, and my power is fully spent up because the Brotherhood of the Blood Royal are worth 14, and the Guardians of the Stoneway are worth 7, and I only have 21 power. So I have no spare power.
That's right, because as a consequence of the assault on the castle that you did, because you lost the sandworms, because the house lost the sandworms because you defeated them, and the rolling for them to survive meant they disbanded. The house loses that much power as well as the actual unit itself.
Fucking Horatio, why couldn't you just been like, all right, you can have the house. There you go. I'll go off. I'll go to Sunspear. Bye.
That sort of thing happens so often.
I'll just retire.
Yeah.
I should have just offered him, bunch of gold dragons to go have a nice holiday.
Yeah.
He's probably taking me up on it, fucker.
He would, headness that he is.
But I have been thinking.
All right.
So I have 2 glory.
Yes.
Which I think I'm probably going to invest in power in the house, just to start bumping that up. But I was reading through the book, and you can equip your boys with better gear.
Yes, with extra wealth.
Wealth. Yeah. And I have wealth to spare. So I think the Blood Royal have already been bumped, because looking at the table, the Blood Royal's AR is 9. And
I
when they have the upgraded
Don
stuff,
built them.
yeah, they've got 9. But my garrison boys have not been upgraded.
Okay.
So I might upgrade my garrison boys.
This is the Guardians of the Stoneway, right?
Yeah. I don't know if because you can upgrade their AR and their damage and
Yes.
something else.
I believe it's just the 2 there. Sorry, let me flick through the PDF that I won't be showing on screen.
Oh yeah, on marksmanship, but I don't have any archers, so marksmanship is nothing.
That's right.
We lost
yes.
marksmanship when we lost Alfred. Let's be real. Marksmanship went out the window when Alfred went out the window.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
So I don't think my blood royal boys have had their damage upgraded. So I might do that because it only costs 1 point of wealth to do that.
Okay, nice.
So I'll make them punchier.
Fighting damage.
Yeah, so now they do athletics +5, which is nasty.
The garrison does athletics +5.
No, the blood royal.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they would do now if I upgrade their punch power.
Isn't it animal handling +5?
Oh yeah,
because they're cavalry, right?
Yeah. It says fighting damage athletics +5 when you upgrade them under the cavalry.
Okay. Athletics.
I mean, it's still the same.
3,
Their athletics is 3. Their animal handling is 3.
That would put them up to fighting damage of 8.
Ooh. Nice.
Mm.
So that costs a wealth point. So I've lost 1 wealth.
All right, we'll go to the House Fortune and we will remove the wealth.
Cool. And then my Guardians of the Stoneway, my boys. I will invest in the AR. So that'll bump them up to a 5.
Are you spending? Are you effectively spending your glory to do this, or are you keeping hold of your glory? Because you can donate glory 1-for-1 into house resources.
Well, I have 5 spare wealth to play with anyway.
Yeah. That's fine.
So I think I'm just gonna use that, and then do you know where the table is for units? How to make them?
Yeah. So welcome to the very unorganized book. Making units is under chapter 6, House and Lands.
Chapter 6.
And it's in the holdings bit towards the end. So it's on 110 to 111. So on 110, page 110, there's a base power cost. There's like a table there.
Okay. Oh, it's different in my book because I've got the mini version. Found it.
Yeah. And then the next page should have, or maybe a page after or so, should have the unit types in like a table.
Yep.
And then there's an additional power cost. So getting a veteran unit, say, costs 5, but then if you want to, you've got to pick what they are. So archers would be another 3, infantry would be another 4, for example, stuff like that. Are you wanting to try and bump up their veterancy?
I'm thinking about it.
You technically could with the 2 glory that you have. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then that would make them elite, right? Because they're both veterans. I think I've got 2
I've got
veteran
trained
units.
garrison here, power 5.
Huh.
That's on the spreadsheet at least.
Oh, okay. We need to update my little character sheet then.
Got you. Power of 21 at the moment. I mean, yeah, to be fair, I haven't updated it on the actual description. I think they lost a veterancy after the battle.
They got a smashing.
Yeah. So they're trained at the moment for power 5. So actually, you haven't spent all of your power. You're 19 out of 21.
Okay.
So you've got 3 spare, and with another 2 glory, for a total of 5, you could, for example, buy green infantry, green archers, if you just wanted some boys kind of quickly. Something like that.
Yeah. So where are they at if they're just trained boys? AR3.
The veterancy basically shows how skilled they are. It gives you more XP to buy their more abilities with. Their armor rating, their damage, all of that kind of stuff is purely based in. If you want to upgrade, it's basically flat regardless of their veterancy, but it's only upgraded through wealth.
Okay. Just looking at this thing here. Infantry. Power cost 4. Woof.
Yeah.
Scouts could be handy.
Scouts are a +2. Guerrillas are only a +2, weirdly.
Ooh, guerrillas.
Athletics, marksmanship, and stealth. I don't think they're great at being proper punchy, but even with the stealth, you might be able to hide them well in a battle.
Yeah, those could be kind of handy if they were like camping out the Bone Way, right? They're up there and using that
would
terrain.
Be very Dornish too, right? You remember, like in the Conquest and stuff like that, Dorne was basically fucking sly when it came to how it dealt with the invasions.
Yeah, they all went underground, right? When the dragons were about.
They fight with a lot of asymmetrical tactics from the way that I think they're described. Might make sense. It might make a bit of sense.
Yeah, I like that too. And I think knowing, like, thematically, narratively even, knowing the threat from the north and that they're going to come down, Myriad want to post people up in the Bone Way at least.
Yeah.
So at least if they don't stop the forces, at least they're an early warning system that shit is coming.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's have some guerrillas. And then if I put in my glory to give me a 5, we could make them trained.
So trained is a base power cost of 3. Yes, sorry, +2 is 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. That's like... I'm trying to flavor this out, and I'm like, because I'm kind of loving the idea that like Miria's glory somehow, and we had this with Don when he rolled for who pledged their allegiance to him. He invested glory in that role.
Yeah.
Because he was like, I like the idea that it's some of Samwell's actions and some of the kind of respect he might have got from the tourney that he won recently, where people go, fuck, he's the guy to follow. Because typical Westeros men is like, he's hench, he's a good knight, like, yeah, let's stand behind him, you know.
Yeah.
But I like the idea that, and also Miria's not a stranger to the Red Mountains either. Once people probably hear about her story, and depending on how you're spinning your story, like being captured from Summerhall, going through, traveling through the Red Mountains, you know, what Maekar did to Blackmont, all of this kind of stuff. People are, and particularly kind of guerrilla fighters, these are like Red Mountain men.
Yeah.
Pseudo kind of raiders and wildmen, you know.
What if some of them are the remnants of the Vulture boys that were in the mountains?
Fuck yeah.
And she's like,
you've got to call them something cool, like Ashes of the Vulture or something, right?
Oh, that's good. The Talons.
Talons, yeah.
We've had Talons. They were the archers.
Oh, we've had Talons. Yeah, fuck. Dang it.
Well, you could just call them that again.
I don't know. I'll sit on that one.
Just call them the Vultures. Fuck it. If they're guerrilla fighters and they're out in the mountains in the Bone Way, they pick the Bone Way for scraps and stuff.
Yes, the Vultures.
All right, I'm gonna copy paste this.
Vulture Queen. It's happening. But don't tell Jourdain that right now because he doesn't need to know.
He doesn't need to know. All right, so these are trained guerrillas, right?
Trained guerrillas.
Yeah. 5 power.
Guerrilla.
What's the discipline on them?
Discipline is +3.
And what's the trained discipline?
Routine 6, it says.
So they're going to be a discipline of 9. So if you have to rally them or if you have to organize them again, the difficulty is 9 on your warfare checks.
Okay.
Armor
Because
rating?
I took warfare.
Right.
Armor rating.
Armor ratings are all at the back, aren't they, in the warfare section?
Yes. Because why would they be
So you have to
in the same place?
have a thumb in that because you have to be flipping back and forth. Because why wouldn't they all be in the same place?
Why would you put them all in the same place? Fuck's sake. Let me try and find it. Shit.
One moment, caller.
Hold the line. Your call is very important to us. Oh, God. Castles. Oh, no.
We do need
We're getting
bookmarks,
there.
Lady Purple, we do. Ribbons in books.
Got it. Okay. Gorillas, where you at? Armor rating of 1.
1? Oof.
Yeah. So, you know,
might want to spend
previously
some
where I
wealth
said,
there, right?
yeah, I'm going to put some money into these boys a little bit. Armor penalty of 0, though, surprisingly.
Yeah, they've got light leathers
With
on.
no bulk.
Actually, no, armor rating of 1 is like robes or padded. They're literally in
like,
stuff they've picked off, like, off their
Yeah.
own shelves and stuff.
They use athletics for the fighting damage, with marksmanship being agility +1.
Okay, so you need to go back to the chapter 6 where you've got buying their abilities. What abilities do gorillas use?
Gorillas use athletics, marksmanship, and stealth.
Cool, okay. I believe with trained, you get 3 ups. Yeah, 60. So you get... so their athletics, marksmanship, and stealth all begin at 2. And you get 3 up increases.
Okay.
So you could put it in like across the board. They have 3, 3, 3, or you could specialize them. It's up to you.
Okay. If I'm using them as a like asymmetrical, like little hidey force, they're not going to be up in Unky Meki's face potentially, because they'll be very bad.
Yeah.
Because he has a big hammer. So I'm going to give them, I think, I'm going to pump their agility for their marksmanship, sorry.
Yeah.
For their pew-pews. For 2, and then their awareness by 1.
I don't think you can increase their awareness. Those 3 abilities they use, you can are the ones that you can pick.
Okay.
I
My
put it in
bad.
stealth, to be fair.
Yeah, put it in stealth. Yeah.
So they're not going to get up close, but they're going to use the kind of marksmanship from high up on the boneway.
Yep.
All stealthy like. So their fighting damage, again, this is now, you have to flip back to chapter 10, is fighting damage is athletics plus, what was it?
It's just flat athletics.
So the fighting damage will be 2. Marksmanship damage will be...
Is agility +1.
So that will be a 3. And you wanted to pump some wealth into them as well.
Yes. Let's bump up both the AR and their damage.
Okay.
Because I want them to be like a good little hit and run group that can maybe survive one encounter. God. Which would give them AR of 3.
Yep.
With a penalty of -2.
Yeah, so that's more kind of heavy leathers. No,
Yeah. And then it would make the athletics +1.
Yep.
And it'd be agility +2. So
4.
5.
So marksmanship damage. So it's because their agility is effectively a 2.
Oh yeah, that's
Increase
right.
it by 2 to make it a 4.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's slightly better.
So their defense starts at a 6 because it's agility, athletics, and awareness added together, and then the -2 armor penalty makes it a 4.
Cool.
So the defense isn't great at a 4, and kind of because it all works out kind of the same way as normal player characters.
Yeah.
But they've thankfully got a little bit more AR now, which is good.
Yeah, they're not intended to be a big smashy force anyway, so.
Yeah. He's trained gorillas.
Gotta use them smartly.
Yeah. Nice. All right. So you've got some boys now.
Got some boys.
I'm quite happy for Don because he's, well, to be fair to him, he's got quite a bit in terms of forces to actually split up and do stuff with. So he will be splitting some stuff up. So I'm happy for you to, you've got the house at your disposal. So you could take a unit with you. You could take no units with you. You could post them on the south of the Boneway. You could use any of the assets the house has, depending on what you want your action to be.
Okay.
Do you want to stay at Ironwood and defend Ironwood from a possible Maekar Stormlander invasion? Or do you want to head with Harris to Greenmont?
Oh my god, this is awful. I don't know. This is mean that you gave me this choice so early. So definitely posting up the vultures in the Boneway. They will be there as early warning / if there's any opportunity they can take to take out a couple of units, do it, but not at the risk of their lives. Don't take any stupid risks, but also relay information because that's incredibly important. One thing is Miria absolutely has sent out ravens to every nearby house that she would think would be sympathetic to the Blackfyre cause, because she did a lot of elbow rubbing with the Tawny. She met a lot of Dornish lords there.
Okay.
And it's like a hi neighbor, I just moved into the neighborhood kind of note. Also, P.S. war is here, what is your choice kind of letter.
As you can see on the map, if you're just doing Dornish houses, this is what we've got to play with. Fowler is just to the west of you. House Will is just to the north of you.
Yep.
Did you want to send to both of them?
Sure.
And the letter is basically asking them to join up.
Yeah, basically. It's like, war is here. This is our chance. I could write something up, but it's a lot more flowery than just, hey, do you want to do a war with me?
Oh, not just that. I'm going to get you to roll.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So both of those.
Yeah.
To your southwest, the Scorpions, I believe, are Corgyle.
No, not Corgyle. Not after everything that happened. Not knowing that he was very loyal to Marin Martell.
Well, that's what I was going to suggest, is that it's Gargalen is Master of Ships.
Oh, it is Gargalen. Corgyle. I think I hung out with Corgyle at the Tawny. I think he was kind of chill.
It's a familiar name, Corgyle, to me for some reason.
Yeah.
And my memory
I think
now shot
Corgyle
with
was
his
pretty
campaigns, so I don't
chill
remember
at
why.
the Tawny. So yes, let Corgyle.
Okay, so to do a treason. Hang on, just write my notes.
Would you like to do a treason?
Fowler's a good one. The Blue Hawk, because you're going to have to go past there if you want to travel.
Yeah.
House Will is interesting because that is the north of the Boneway, basically the other end, and that's where Maekar could come.
Yeah. But there's literally only a letter sent there because, again, at the Tawny, Miria did go and introduce herself to the Lord Will, and she did heavily, heavily apologize that her uncle did murder the Lord Will. there was some like connection there, like an attempt to mend some bridges. She's not entirely sure where they lean politically, but it's worth a shot.
To your south, House Ulla.
Ulla. Yeah, fuck it. Send them to them too. She didn't see Ulla anywhere at Sunspear, right? I don't think so.
No, I don't believe so. They kicked Tarly's ass at the Battle of Brimstone when he and the Marcher Lords all went south. And it's it's one of Samwell's like worst recent memories is riding south through that desert and attacking House Ulla raiding them and getting their asses kicked by a bunch of like sand steeds.
So Miri would know this because she was definitely keeping tabs on everything that was happening in the Red Mountains and Dawn with that whole situation. Because one of her things is she's very interested in Dornish politics, and that's what, you know, like she studied well in that time skip. I think to like Utla, and I think Corgyle was there too, right?
He was, yeah.
She would send a letter like being like, here's another chance to show these fucking reachers what's what. You know, these fucking northerners who would declare themselves kings of us. You know, she's leaning on that like Dornish separatism, that little, you know, that little like
okay, yeah.
the reaches kind of stuff with them.
Okay.
Because she kind of feels it a little bit too, even though she's a reacher, but it's fine.
Okay. So I need to find how I decide to do this. Yes. Roll me a difficulty 15.
15?
Status reputation check.
Fuck. Okay. Hang on. All right. Do I have any little guys? Can I use any of my little guys?
Let's have a look on the other scene, because I don't think I can just copy over whole like folders of stuff, and that's how the dice are all arranged. So in your dice pool, you've got a couple of keep dice. So 2 keep, 2 bonus to play with. Wonder if I can add them to the screen.
I'm gonna
fix it in post, friends. Look at me. Give me 2 seconds. Add existing. Hello.
Oh, nani?
All right, there you go.
Cool. All right. You know, I'm gonna, because I want this to succeed. I want friends.
This is what Don did.
I
I'm gonna spend all my
friends.
things. I'm gonna spend all my stuff to make this happen.
I'm gonna use a keep and a bonus for this. So
Okay.
I'm gonna just bump that up to 5 temporarily, and then bump that up to 1 temporarily.
Yeah. So this is gonna be a bonus and a keep being spent. Okay.
Yep.
All right. There are some
16.
There are some other modifiers depending on stuff like whether they were black or red in the last rebellion, how far away they are, whether they're in a different realm or not, that kind of stuff. So I will compare 16 with their respective difficulties. And they may or may not then declare for you. Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Ironwood.
Yeah.
Is according to the world's law, the second biggest house in Dawn, right? It's like do they have any banner houses?
I honestly don't know.
Mechanically?
I don't actually think they do by the time we come to this point in history.
Gotcha.
However, I believe that folks like the Wills and the Fowlers were basically bannermen to them in like ancient history.
Gotcha.
When they were kings, self-styled kings.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Right. Well, you know, that kind of little history would also be sprinkled in there. Like, you know, once upon a time we were
Absolutely.
She's going for it. She's giving it everything she's got because it's all she's got.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
You won't know immediately, unfortunately, whether they've declared or not. That's gonna now come up in the next sessions. I'm gonna need to get you to answer me. Do you stay at House Ironwood, or do you travel to Horn Hill?
If I was playing this like a proper simulationist board game where the aim is to win, I would sit at Ironwood.
Yeah, but you've just had a pop-up saying that the guy that you really fancy wants to go to somewhere else. Do you go on a pilgrimage or do you stay home?
If this was CK3
Yeah.
and it was power gaming, I would stay where the fuck I am. But this is after the fire. This is the juicy fruits. I'm going to Hornhill.
Okay.
Fuck. I'm going to die.
So we're going to move you, but not
Ironwood
your...
is going to burn.
Hang on. There we go, okay. I'm going to ungroup these. There we go. Okay. So Ironwood is keeping its forces there. Are you taking anything with you?
I would probably take...
You know you want to take the boys.
I gotta take the boys. I gotta take the Brotherhood with me because there is no way that Miria is gonna go to Hornhill unguarded with those two fucks right there. No fucking way. So yeah.
Okay.
Take the boys. Oh god. Hate this.
Okay. So you take the Brotherhood with you and the two, so the garrison and the new shooty boys stay kind of guarding the way. All right, cool. Is there anything else that you feel is within your power that you want to do?
Oh yeah. Also, I would send off Raven to. I mean, she sent one to Ellery, even though she knows Ellery. I know Ellery's not going to get it because he's fucking dead. Being like, "Hey, you good? How's everything? We need to chat." But also, she's going to send one down to Bittersteel, to the king, being like, "We've got Ironwood. Shit's cooking off in the Reach. You've probably heard by now, but we're going up there. If you could send us a lovely royal decree that would proclaim Harris as Lord of Highgarden, that would be lovely. Thank you very much." Make sure it has the king's seal on it. Make sure it's signed by the king. Like this shit, this is our little thing, because we would need to have that authority, right? Because anyone could rock up and be like, "Hey, I'm so and so," and if you don't have the documents to prove it, then what does it mean? So
Yeah, absolutely.
Also advising, just in case they hadn't heard, that just what the current military situation is like.
Yeah, nice one. It occurs to me another couple of questions. Just going back to the letters you want to send to Dornish neighbours.
Yes.
Right over here are the cool boys in purple. I can't remember their name now.
The Danes.
The Danes. You have a familial connection with the Danes as well, I believe.
Yes, we have Auntie Dane over there, who last I remember was not best pleased with Miria and her claim. I think she would send a letter being like, "This is what has happened. Horatio has fled. Also, P.S., here is evidence." I'm going to copy the letter from Marin Martell to Horatio, saying, "I'll pay you some money to kill your brother." And it's just going to be like, "Look, he's gone. I've taken my seat. We are family. I wish no ill blood between us. This is who I've declared for. But I know the Danes are like loyalists." I mean, she's literally married to the Sword of the Morning, so probably not going to be received very well, but still, it's making that effort. So she will send a letter to the Danes. I'm not going to send one to Greenmont, though.
Okay. The other question I had...
knows
Yeah. The other question I had for you as well, obviously the the regular or the route that Harris wants to take is through Greenmont, so it's kind of where I've popped your a little face. But Blackmont is only just south of it. Would you visit? Would you travel to Blackmont? Try and see what's going on, or try and get in contact with Harris. Not Harris. The other fancy boy. Yeah.
Yeah. She probably would actually stop at Blackmont because her mother's castle, but also Ellery has it. And she hasn't heard from Ellery. And she doesn't know, again, that he's dead. So she's like, oh, I'll stop in, have a cup of tea, maybe have that chat with him. So yeah, go to Blackmont. It's going to get very bad for her very quickly, isn't it?
It's gonna get juicy.
It's gonna get...
Yeah. Cool. All right. Anything else?
Not that I can immediately think of.
Cool.
I will, of course, message you if anything else comes up. I'll be like, Seb!
Of course. Yeah. Absolutely.
How much wealth would I have to invest to wrap Harris in bubble wrap to make sure that nothing happens to him? I want one man in Miria's life to survive. Okay, just one.
You don't have to do that. You don't have to spend much money on that. You just have to convince him in game not to go anywhere or do anything, or just live in a cave for a little while, I guess.
Okay, yeah, because that's gone well historically. Christ.
All right. Millie, over to you.
Okay, this is when it gets real non-technical.
Yeah.
Because, this side of things is very new to me.
That's all right. You just tell me what you want to do. You just tell me what you want to do, and we'll make it work.
Okay. So what has happened since we rolled up the house, like technically wealth-wise? Is there anything that we need to roll for that? Or...
I'm glad you asked.
Oh, God.
Because normally, if you were actually there, you as head of house would make a house fortune roll to see how well you have been managing the house. You are, however, not there, which means that I am going to roll on your behalf as the magistrate.
Thank you, Magistrate Benedar.
It's all right.
Oh, God.
Let's hope he doesn't fuck it up, yeah?
I love how much he sounds like a warlock. It's Magistrate Benedar.
Yeah. Right.
It still sounds like anti-indigestion tablets to me.
Benedar.
Yeah.
Just an advert of lots of people
Take
just
once a day. Thanks,
Take Benedar. Yeah. All right, he's actually got a half decent status, and he's got some stewardship in him, so
yes,
this actually should be all right. Susie, do me a favour. Have you got your thumb on the House Fortune results bit in Chapter 6?
Absolutely don't, but I can find it.
It's like a couple of pages after where you were looking for creating boys.
Oh, that's historical events.
A bit further on.
Holdings.
House in action or some shit. I can't remember now.
Units. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 2.
House Fortunes. Got it.
I always forget. House Rowan at the moment. House Fortune modifiers. Agriculture gives you a +1. Festivals gives you that modification thing. A court. Oh, I don't think we filled this stuff in. That's handy. Well done, Sam.
No.
Thanks, past Sam.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
He had a lot to do.
He probably did. Okay. What's the first one? Festivals.
Festivals? I love the idea that I'm hostage and they're still out there just having Oktoberfest eternally. Just getting twatted.
Who cares if they've got no lady? They've got Scrumpy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your house
if we
throws
party
festivals.
hard enough, she'll come back.
You've got seasonal festivals. Resource loss mitigation, population 1. New rule: members of your house gain a +1 bonus to intrigues with your house's subjects. We forgot about that, didn't we? Never mind. He rolled pretty well at the time. What's a court give you? Resource loss mitigation influence +2. I'll just write this in. Hang on.
Thanks.
I know what it means too. Don't worry.
I'm glad someone does.
Basically, with this house fortune roll, if you roll badly, and I'd be a nasty GM, and I'd be like, well, I'm going to lower your influence because you're a prisoner. You can be like, yeah, but I've got a court, which means actually that negative isn't so bad.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Basically, very, very basics. Resource loss mitigation is it 1 influence? I don't know why I'm asking you. You've not got the PDF open.
No clue.
+2. No improvement. A magistrate. Let's see what they give you. I think that's a personage. MMM. Magistrate. Resource loss mitigation law 1. Lovely. And then tolls. That's a settlement thing, but these are part of the main book anyway. Resource gain bonus +1 law, +1 wealth. Oh god. Is it law +1 or wealth +1? That's what I said, right? Yeah, nice one. Okie dokie. Which resources, and I can list them, don't worry. Which resources do you feel you would have instructed Magistrate Benedar to focus on during your time away? Defenses, influence of the house, because you've got a couple of banner lords. So would it be influence? Would it be law, population? Would you try and get some more land? Or would it be wealth or kind of power? Power being like armies and stuff.
So influence includes our banner houses, you think?
So influence is like your political sway. Basically. So political sway with your banner houses is how I imagine it.
Yes, I think influence for sure.
Any one other?
I think simply because Faye has made it clear to her spies, and she, as part of gaining them, she's been like, hey, and if any of your mates rock up and they want a nice life at Golden Grove for their families and they want to come work for me, go for it. I would say population.
Okay. Nice one. Okie dokie then. So I would like you please to... I'm rolling that, aren't I?
Yeah.
Right. And the bonuses are... So the law is at a -2 at the moment. Let's just check that's correct. Because that's a 26. Oh, sorry, it's backwards this way. Just flipping between the pages on the PDF. Your current law is a 26, which gives you a -2 to House Fortune rolls. Typing the correct thing there, Sam. Population of 35. Got a good population going for you. Yeah. Gives you a +3. Power and wealth don't do anything for that. You got the lands there, and I don't believe you have any holdings that then give you. Oh, the food agriculture gives you a +1 for the orchard that you have. So that's a total of +2 at the moment. So this is going to be status 4, stewardship 2, and we're going to add 2 to this result. What's an 18? Let's have a look. An 18 is a blessing.
Blessing.
Millie. That's a good one. Now I have to go back to a different part of the book to look at the narrate, to look what the actual result means from the narrator's perspective. Noble houses, here we are. A blessing improves 1 resource by 1 to 3 points, or 2 resources by 1 point each. I will let you choose. You can either roll a d3 on a single resource to improve it, or we could have the population and the influence increased by 1 each.
I think influence is more important than population right now.
Lands is your lowest. Oh no, we didn't really talk about lands. We talked about influence and we talked about population.
Yeah, I don't think she'd be in any position to be like, hey, let's grab some more stuff. It doesn't really fit with her, or well, I mean, you know Benadar better than I do.
Fair enough. Yeah, well, why don't you roll a d3 for me then? In roll 20.
What's it, a /
roll, and then put a space in between it, but then just 1d3. And it should work. Cool. Just hits the return. Ba-doom.
That's a bit weird. Let me just refresh this, because I did hit it.
It's odd sometimes. It does take a second.
/ roll 1d3. There we go.
Oh.
Boo.
But that holding, remember? It's loss mitigation is +2 influence. But we're improving it. So. Oh, wait. You've got a cidery as well as the orchard?
Yeah.
Of course you have. What does that do?
Gets us all drunk, Sam.
I mean, yeah.
That's why Benadar only rolled a 1.
Just pissed. What was it called? Arable? Food agriculture. F for food. That's H for herb fields. Food agriculture. Improvements. Alcohol distillery. Resource gain bonus. Population +1, wealth +1.
I love that population goes up as a result of having a cidery.
Everyone wants to come get white girl wasted at Golden Grove.
Oh god, my brain. What did I say? +1 pop, +1 wealth. Do you know what I'm going to do, actually? What I'd say is that the influence goes up by 1, but I'm also going to increase your wealth by 1 as well.
Oh,
because that makes sense from the cidery. Plus, prices are going up now because there's a war. There's a war about to be on, so you're making a bit more money because you are the ruling class. Therefore, that's how this works.
War profiteering.
Shameful. Yeah. Yeah.
Shameful.
Says she.
Yeah.
At least I'm just getting them drunk.
I'm buying him nice armor. I don't know what you want from me.
I'd like you to stop doing a war, please. Oh no.
I'm just gonna check because actually I'll make an action for you. What would he? Because it's a magistrate. I think he is going to. Because I can do some certain actions. What's manage resources? Lets me change population to power 1-for-1, and really, technically speaking, kind of rules as written. We've got a couple of points of population to play with without it actually being a detriment.
Ooh.
Yeah, if it goes down to 31 from 35. Increase power by 4. Gives us 39 power now. And you've spent 35 power. Yeah, it gives us 4 spare. We can, or he can, effectively conscript people to be archers, probably. Some green archers.
Ooh,
To give you some more defense.
archers.
What have you got
Excellent.
already? You've got archers infantry. You've got some
elite.
cavalry. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got some garrison. Just bolster up some of the numbers, basically.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, that would make sense as well. If they've been told to hide away in the castle and don't get involved, defenses.
green. He's
gonna
got
be
4 to
forefront.
play with, right? Yeah, I can make some archers, or we could make some more garrison. To be fair, some raiders. Ooh, he's going to be very clever. He's going to make some engineers.
Oh, I like
equipment.
him. Yes. I like it.
Yeah, cool. I can fill in those details a little bit later. But yeah, he's going to conscript some engineers and he's going to start making siege equipment.
Because I think Faye, before she left Golden Grove, was hinting at stuff like that, like wanting to find somebody who dealt more with the sort of brain side of warfare. So I like the idea that he might have run with that. I mean, I had other ideas, the research for which has definitely put me on some sort of government list. But it turns out there's a lot you can do with the remnants of Cider.
That's fair. I bumped that wealth up by another 1 end as well because of the distillery. I forgot. So
cool.
That's why I picked it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Would he use... I'm asking you this. Would he use some of the profits from the distillery to arm the engineers better?
To arm
Actually,
them?
no, because siege equipment costs wealth points. So we're gonna keep some money for building some stuff. Just
also,
have it.
weren't you saying I have to pay for my spies?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yes, you do.
Yeah, because
okay.
I really want them to be good.
Okay, a spy network is a 10 wealth investment. So for this to be fully compliant, rather than just lovely story, yeah, we would need to, I reckon, drop one of your holdings, one of your wealth holdings on the right. It basically becomes, it doesn't just go away, but people stop using it. Like it becomes kind of mothballed, and you can start it back up again once you have enough wealth, or you drop something else out.
It would make sense that the festivals would stop because there's a war going on, and out of respect, we're waiting.
Yep. Tolls 2 would probably be the only other one you want to lose, unless you want to just stop courtliness. I mean, you're not there, so court could stop. Like court with your bannerman could just unfortunately cease.
No, because the court still needs to function, doesn't it? It would make more sense that the tolls would stop in light of the whole we're backing out of this and we're not having anything to do with this war. Like, and you just pass on by and don't bother
in order
us,
to
please.
keep goods flowing into Golden Grove, if you basically give them like a tax break, to keep stuff coming in, it means that you're covered then.
Oh, that's so Faye. That's so goody two shoes as well. Just like, times of war will help you out. Come on.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that makes way more sense to me.
Okay. That means spy network is going in.
Sighting.
Personage holding. This is wealth 10. Let's give it a read. Okay, a spy network. Some lords seek that most valuable of coin information. These lords are not content with the typical rumour mills and public information sources that houses usually rely on. They want to know what's being said, indeed what is deliberately being hidden. Such lords may employ a spy network for exactly that purpose. This holding is assumed to be a secret one, as finding out that a lord sponsors an organisation dedicated to fettering out information on his fellows is a good way to find oneself in a sudden target for war. New rules. Initial investment in this holding grants the connections benefit for up to 3 cells of spies. A cell may occupy a single domain. It is possible for multiple cells to operate in a single domain, giving you a bonus. +3 bonus per cell. Fuck me. Okay. The invocation of this benefit is done during house actions, but is not considered a house action. Each time the connections benefit. So a connections benefit is is like your benefits and drawbacks for your character.
Gotcha. Okay.
You've got a new one called Connections.
Ooh. Okie dokie.
And then for the little bit of descriptive text next to it, just put Spy Network, because they can operate in different places. Each time the Connections benefit of a cell of spies is employed, it requires a cunning test to determine whether those being spied upon discover this fact. This test is routine 6 difficulty, for those with a lore of 30 or under, and a +3 difficulty per 5 points of lore above that. If this test fails, the cell of spies is compromised and lost. With 2 or more degrees of success on this test, the identity of the spy cell's master becomes revealed as well. A public revelation of a lord possessing a spy network results in the loss of 1d3 +3 influence.
Oof.
So you lose a bunch of influence as well.
Mm-hmm.
Your house also gains access to the spy cell infiltration house action, which I have here.
Ooh.
So if you succeed on a status steward test with a challenging 9 difficulty, each degree of success moves 1 cell of spies to a new location, requiring the entire month to make the shift, during which time they can grant no connections. Failure on this roll results in the loss of that cell. So you can use your house action to place a cell in a location and know exactly what's going on there. And messages will get back to you about that.
And I can do that for each of the 3, right? Or you can only place one action per.
each degree of success moves 1 cell of spies.
Gotcha.
So if you get 3 degrees of success, so if you roll a, hang on, it would be a 19 on your steward test, then you get to move 3 spy cells. I need a new little icon for a spy network. Is roll 20 going to do me a solid? Oh, actually, I'll do spy. I could put one of our spy game tokens down. Or I could put a D&D token down. To be fair, I might do that. We got here. Oh, Conan character tokens. Oh, I like this boy. Boop.
Ooh.
Sneakies.
Okay. So this is a little spy
It's huge.
network. He's getting smaller, don't worry.
Like
Okay.
really subtle, massive spy.
Right. I've got a copy.
Just a 50-foot man.
Okay, Millie. There are your little 3 spy coins.
Ooh.
I get the feeling you're going to want to do this house action, right?
Yeah.
Let's do this for you. It's cool,
Let's
and
do
I want to do it. Okay. I need you then, please, to roll me a status steward test. So stewardship, status stewardship.
Okie dokie.
You've got a bonus dice in your frame. Do you want to spend it?
Yes.
Okay.
Hang on. Why not? Let's go for broke, potentially.
Okay.
Boom.
16.
16.
2 degrees of success. You get to move 2 spy networks. So one of them, well, interestingly, one of them is with you at Horn Hill.
Uh-huh.
And the other 2 you can send off places.
Ooh, okay.
Where do you want to send them?
Oh, wait, no, because I'm head of house. I get +2 to that.
Yes.
So it's 18. Does that change anything?
It's not quite 3 degrees of success. If you can find me another 1 in there somewhere.
I want to keep them with me anyway. I was just
okay. Yeah. Oh, sure.
Okay. I want one in Old Town.
Okay. That's very interesting. I'm very happy you did that.
Ooh. Oh, it's so tempting to go long range, but I don't think she would right now.
No.
I
tell you what.
Go on.
Let's do this first. Let's employ some connections benefit on your spies within Horn Hill.
Okay.
So the connections benefit. Let me read this in terms of in one of your qualities. Okay. Yeah. Upon gaining this quality, you choose 1 land. What I'm going to say here, you'd normally choose like The Reach, Dawn, King's Landing. What I'm going to say is this is a bit more specific. Because we've zoomed into kind of a third of the map of Westeros. So it'll be like a holdfast, or it would be a court, or it would be a city, or something like that. You have connections in this place, and you can tap them to gather information about them. You gain +1 test dice on all knowledge tests made while in your chosen location. You may select this quality multiple times, each time it applies to a new location. So what I'd say is that you can get a +1 dice on knowledge tests made about that location. Because they're coming to wherever you are with that information, rather than you having to go to them. Please make me a knowledge streetwise check with a +1 keep dice. So +1 test die, +1 full die.
Hang on. Start again. Let me get this actually open.
That's all right.
Okay.
And
so
depending
knowledge...
on your score, I'm going to tell you a bit about what Don's going to do before he does it.
Okay. So it's knowledge streetwise, but a +1 keep dice. So I just bump up the main.
Yeah, bump up the
number,
main one
right?
for now, and then pop it down when we're not using it.
Okie dokie. Yeah. 16 is one success. 1 6.
Yeah. So a 16 is what kind of level of information?
Oh, that's 16 base. Sorry. Did I get any? Oh, no. I'm getting confused.
No modifiers, I don't think.
Don't think so, no.
So you'd get some rare information. Okay. Ooh, I'm going to have to do a little judging here about what's rare here, but I'll give you an idea. Okay.
What you hiding from me, Tarly?
Everything. You know the answer, Millie.
Okay. It's fairly obvious to most at Hornhill that the Tarly, that Samuel Tarly is going to split up what host he has here. He, and interestingly, well, okay. Here's what you learn first. I'm trying to think about it in terms of time. You learn that he is going to travel to Summerhall with a host in order to try and take it.
Interesting.
So in theory, you could place spies like within his camp, within his army, to learn about what he gets up to.
Yes.
Okay, hang on, some more info, because you got better than just knowing a bit about that.
Okay.
He's not going to show any aggression yet to Highgarden. Because he wants to give Casella a chance to complicate the political situation. And okay, yeah, I think I'm going to give you this too. He is going to send House Karen, which are a Stormlander house just next to you. That's Sir Piers Karen. You learn that he is going to send House Karen, their forces, to besiege Greenmont, Fox Hollow.
Oh.
So you could, in theory, place spies around Greenmont or around Fox Hollow or around House Karen's forces.
Okay.
What do I do now?
No, I think she needs to stick with Samuel because she needs to get that cell sticking with Samuel.
Okay.
Because if anything changes, it'll come from him.
Not a problem. With the other spy cell staying at Hornhill. Okay, that's that there. Make me a knowledge streetwise check for Old Town.
Is that with the additional 1D or not?
Yes.
$13.
13 will get you some scarce information. So the example is details surrounding the deaths of Princess Elia. Okay, 13. And I will. Let's maybe do the others kind of maybe a bit later. But you can effectively use them in game to get some info. If you want to do a streetwise check about a place and you've got spies there, we can do it kind of that way. That you get some information from them. Are there any other things that you want to do? We've got the spies moving about and getting around, getting to places, getting infiltrated.
My only thought,
are
these spies who can just relay information, or can they pass on messages?
They could. They could pass on messages. Yeah.
Oh God, that's a tough decision, because technically, getting one in at Fox Hollow would be amazing, because that's
you haven't You haven't placed a spy network at Fox Hollow.
Yeah, rather than placing it with Tali, I mean, but I don't think, like, Millie as a player wants to do that. I don't think Faye would have enough reason to do that. Yeah, okay. So, what are our options? What additional anything can I do? Because I'll be cheeky as fuck.
Yeah,
given the
fair.
Opportunity.
Are there any other letters you want to do?
Yes.
Because I think you've already told me about one letter. And that's gone off.
Yes.
I need to roll those letters as well.
Let's work. I think I would also, as long as the letters could be taken in a way that would they be letters? Would it just be somebody telling stories? I basically want all Hightower's vassal houses to know that he wasn't taken willingly, that he does not support this rebellion, and that he was taken in. I'll think of a better way to word it, but he was taken in a violent manner, and he has been treated in an inhumane way. I don't want those houses thinking that this is him turning coat and saying that they should too, because 2 of them have already done that on Costain's orders, and you're next, boy.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I like that. Oh, it's all brewing. Lovely. All right. So we can certainly try and get that message out. Any other correspondence or letters that you want to send?
Now, yes.
Yeah.
Now, I want to get a house, an additional. Do I? Yes. I definitely need to get a letter to Fox Hollow. For sure. Where are you, House Karen? What do you look like? Asking to see the manager.
You're going to have to do this secretly if you don't want Samuel Tarly to vet it.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Absolutely. I'd have sent a raven, but...
Luckily, they are only, like, up the valley.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
strange sickness happening with the ravens. Weird.
Yes, it's really weird. They're just not coming back.
Shot out of the skyitis.
Nobody's
It's just a very rare condition.
come down with a bad case of holes.
Oh my days.
Oh
my God, we've had.
It will be secret in the way that Faye's letters are secret. Like, he can vet it all he wants. He's not going to. Yeah. I'll think up something smart.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
At a time that isn't now, but I
won't put the pressure on right now.
To them.
Yeah, cool. Have a little think about how you want to do it, and then we'll get some rolling done in between sessions. Thanks for V and thanks Prax for the raids. Thanks for jumping in. We're doing some like downtimey stuff for Game of Thrones.
Where is House Karen?
Weirdly as juicy as the game. So it's the yellow shield next to Greenmont.
Oh yeah.
It's all kicking off in this tiny area, basically.
Oh, the little songbirds.
The little black songbirds, and he's a harpist as well. He is the romantic epitome of a knight in this era. He's like, he's a tawny knight, and he's a harpist, and he's quite a handsome fella.
He's the one who's got his own coat of arms.
He's the prick
He's the
in
one
the.
Who's just like, I'm not even using my family one. I've got my
sword.
Special one.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh.
You don't have your own personal coat of arms, Millie?
No. At this point, Faye is very confused about her own coat of arms, let alone
Call
the
yourself
second
a
one.
lady.
How's that working out for you? Are you enjoying it? Are you
Honestly.
enjoying the pressure?
All right. Okay. Well, I feel obliged to do Don's things now for him. He gave me a list, which is basically what I just read out to you. Okay. So House Karen is going to siege House Greenmont.
That's going to end well.
And they're a good backup as well if they need to fall back towards House Tarly. We don't see any armies move up towards High Garden. It's leaving behind a garrison, some defensive siege equipment. The rest of the host begins to march to Summerhall. And, interestingly enough, after discovering this information, not only does Samwell go up to Summerhall, but so do you, Faye, with him
did he?
as a prisoner. So
Awesome.
does Leo Tyrell as a prisoner. So does Hightower as a prisoner.
Oh no.
He's taken everybody with him.
Oh,
I think everybody. He's taken the captives with him. Let me check. 'Cause we did talk about this. I believe he said to
Samuel, you and I are going to have a conversation. Oh.
Really, I tried to come to you so we can have a scene together. I really tried.
No, life doesn't want us.
I'm on my way.
How dare you, Dawn? How dare you have plans of your own?
Oh yeah, I think this was in the Tali chat, I think.
Oh, did he take Mara, or is she still at Horn Hill?
That is up to Mara. I think V's even in chat, maybe.
She just dipped.
Oh, fair enough. I will ask her if she wants to go as a camp follower or whether she wants to stay at Horn Hill and try and manage Horn Hill.
Sorry, I'm really sorry. I've thought of a second letter I want to send. So.
Okay. Is it in response to leaving with the army?
Yes, it would
is.
Be.
Okay.
No, it would be finding out that was going to happen.
Okay.
Not particularly that I was going, but that they were going to Summerhall.
Oh, the
So
discovering
in fact,
the army was
basically-
marching to Summerhall, you would
Yeah.
try and send a communication. Okay.
Yeah.
Who would that be to? Like, where would it be going to?
To Lady Casella at High Garden.
And that's warning her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, warning her about that, but also like they're not there anymore. Just so you know, they've taken a lot of the
Gotcha.
forces and the host, and they've gone that away.
And this is a secret message rather than a Raven message?
Yeah, this is a secret. Basically assume everything Faye does is secret from this point on because she's paranoid as hell.
Yeah.
And people have already been stealing her letters when she didn't know important things. So God knows what's happening now.
Okay. I need you to roll 2 stealth sneak checks for me.
Ooh, this isn't going to go well.
No.
I wish I hadn't used that
And
bonus.
Tarly's garrison awareness is
Oh, fuck.
a 2. So they you have to beat an 8 each time. An 8 or more.
Oh, this is not going to go well. It was so much easier when I could just talk to a spy. Okay.
This is you trying to talk to a spy to get a message out without being
Gotcha.
spotted.
Gotcha. Okay. No.
Add another one.
Whew.
Okay.
You are unfortunately compromised trying to get the letter to Fox Hollow, and so they put a stop to that, and the singer gets chucked out.
No.
The second one, you are able to get a letter out to Highgarden at least. But whether it gets there, you will yet to discover.
Okay.
Because I roll all of those in secret.
Mm-hmm.
All the ravens get a little roll, all the riders get a little roll, that kind of thing. Okay. Yeah, so you're all traveling to Summerhall. What I'd say is not in response necessarily, but interestingly, obviously, Unky Makey is going to head down towards House Will, heading south. And we've got the Karen army moving up there. Samuel's army's with him up there towards Summerhall. Let's move you all up a little bit to there.
Come back, Maker. You left the oven on.
Go back. Maker, go back. Please go back.
Yeah. And an army is starting to gather at Highgarden.
Cool. Tight.
Yeah. And let's pop another one by Alt. Oh god, I copied the house shield as well. Apparently that wasn't on the map layer. Right, let's put an army down by Old Town 2, because there's been a little gathering there as Costain tries to take over, right? And these boys up here near Caswell. Did he mention Caswell? I'm sure we talked about Caswell. Trying to see what else he said seemed to me. I'm sure he mentioned them. Oh, that's right. It was about the besieging Highgarden. Karen House Greenmont. Okay, fair enough. All right, so they will join up instead with him at Summerhall. Okay, that's fair enough. All right, I think that's roughly everyone. And
How's Jourdain doing? How's that war effort going?
Yeah. No, I'll come to Jourdain in a sec. Okay, for Samwell, let's roll. Oh, Makar's not at Summerhall. Who is going to roll the stewardship test to make sure that they have all the stuff they need to defend a siege? Maester, you'll do. 13. So with a pretty easy difficulty of like 6 or something on the first month, that obviously he besieges them. So he besieges Summerhall. And so that begins. And so it doesn't fall straight away, which is good. Just, it's good, fine. It's fine. And then what else do I want to do here? My Garden Force is going to stick around as it gathers. And Jourdain is actually going to go south towards, is it Santagar? Whoever these Black Panther-y, yellow V shieldy people are. And actually try and parlay with them to try and get them on side. Because they haven't declared yet. So he's going to do a little bit of what you were up to, actually, as I was thinking this earlier. Let's do a simple, quick intrigue with one roll. Let's see how well he does.
Come on, Jourdain.
A Lord has a intrigue defense of 9 by standard. So with persuasion of 4, convince of 2. Come on, Stefan. 15. Very nice. Okay.
Good job, Stefan.
So, where are we on the Dornish boys? Where did he go? I don't think I've even added it in here, actually. It's like Santagar, isn't it? I'm going to have to look at Blackfyre, first Blackfyre Rebellion. No, actually, I want Dawn. A little bit of a wiki. Where are we here? Vaith, that's who it is. Okay. Vaith is going to declare for Blackfyre.
Oh.
Awesome sauce. Very nice, because he has to bolster his forces, right? He's got some mercs and like his dudes, and that's it.
Yeah. Does he have Bittersteel with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're taking on the whole thing, the whole shebang themselves. Cool. Okay. So, in terms of the actual second Blackfyre Rebellion, I need to add in. Welcome to the housekeeping, friends. The spreadsheets, the glorious spreadsheets. House actions. I want to add Vaith's defense of 27 and power of 38 as holdings towards the cause. 27 and 38. It's 27. No, that's 267. And 38. So this will be whatever I'll just put Vaith defense. Let's make it easy. Vaith power. And so I am kind of abstracting out the armies in just a sense of power, and I can describe those house rules as well to you, just so you guys know them. Okay, so they're added. Nothing else has changed hands so far, right? And you notice on Blackfyre, you do have Leo Tyrell as an asset there because it's a hostage. He carries a score of 50 as a kind of an influence thing. The leaders score 70 each, so Daemon is there and Daeron is there, each in their own respective camps. But if you captured one of them, a bit like Crusader Kings, then you get a bonus because you've got one of them as a hostage. So the war score isn't looking particularly amazing.
We've got Myria did her little reach out. There might be some more houses to add to that.
They might well start declaring.
Might not be, but might.
Yeah, I wanna reveal a bit of that next session, so that we've got some juice for it, rather than just give it all out now, Yeah, definitely. I'll roll for I think I'll roll for the burbs and stuff, like in between sessions. I think rather than sit here and just roll privately and just go. Oh. We'll just quietly sit here on streams going, and just me going. Oh. Writes down notes.
I can't take it.
Yeah, no, I'd have a heart attack.
No, don't. That's already all super freaking juicy. So yeah, Myria's about to walk up to Blackmont and probably learn some very interesting details. And then potentially head up to Greenmont, where it's being besieged from the northern side. Greenmont, of course, is now actually, they've sent their like scouty dudes out to shoot down the birds from Hornhill, so they've got a thing.
I hope they've got good eyesight. They might see the war party approaching.
That's very true. Yeah, that's very true. And Faye has been taken as a prisoner on the march to Summerhall.
Awesome.
For some reason, I think Don has done this for the juicy fruits, but I can't help thinking in the back of my mind what happened to Jaime Lannister when he was taken, and just was marched around places. Prisoners do not fare well if they're just part of like a camp. If they're actually in a dungeon, fantastic. If they're just marching them around, a whole host of shit could happen. So yeah. And
but on the plus side, a whole host of shit could happen.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah.
Dungeons are very secure.
They are. Yeah.
Camps, not
so secure.
Much.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. All right. Lovely. So minus 23% war score at the moment on the old Blackfyre rebellion, but I think we'll get there. There'll be some changes of hands. You've got to take some places, basically. You've got to take some places. So we'll see how that all goes. I am well excited to see this is really, really, really prepping me up for next session. I'm really excited.
Oh, God.
I need to invite everyone. It's just gonna be a full house next time. Maybe we'll have to pick exactly where we go.
That I was going to try and take, my fucking Blackfyre ass and Harris's Blackfyre ass through Fox Hollow, which is staunchly Targaryen. But now there's a fucking siege too, which is great. And
you've rocked up with a bunch of boys.
Yeah, isn't that what's known as a pincer movement?
Soldiers. So I'm going to have to go through Blackmont, find out that Ellery got fucking moided, and then go north and be like, hi, and then find out,
we're with you, promise. Besties.
It's Samwell that's fucking sieging Fox Hollow. So do I stop them because it's Samwell and I love Marcia? Or do I let it happen because it's Blackfyre and we need Fox? Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much.
It's just, what's more important to her? Is it, people she actually knows and loves, or, some dude she's never met?
That's the question. We'll find out.
Find out on Thursday when we play After the Fire.
God.
It's going to be a good one, folks. It's going to be a good one. Cool. I can't wait, but I have no real ending for this tonight. We usually plug stuff, but we're all doing our thing. We're on the internet.
Yeah.
Join us.
Watch After the Fire.
Watch After the Fire. Yeah. So the actual proper session of this, if you are with us and you've come in from raids and you're still here, because even this is vaguely exciting. Not only can you catch up with it on YouTube, thank you, Susie, but you can watch us live on Thursday, 7 p.m. UK time or 2 p.m. Eastern. Daylight savings, notwithstanding. Where we play a very, very, very juicy Game of Thrones campaign. We're into our 6th season, so plenty of stuff has gone on, and now we're into the PvP sessions, I guess. The political PvP sessions. Marching armies around the board and doing all sorts of funky stuff. That's it, I guess. Join us then. Have a good one. We've been shown a lot of love today. Vamp while I figure out who we're also going to raid.
Okay. Well, I'm personally really looking forward to writing a letter to Faye's current love interest that Millie knows that her former love interest is going to read. And I'm going to have to write it as if I don't know that. Cool.
Oh,
so glad.
Oh, awkward. That's going to be
real awkward.
Oof. But hey, so Millie, if you do manage to, slip out of that camp, which you're being marched through as a prisoner, if you head south, there's some lovely boys in the mountains. They might look a little scraggy, but they will look after you and they'll take you down to my castle. We've got a tower. It's got cushions in it. It's really comfy and nice. Most of the blood has been washed out of the stone. Most of it. Nice and hot. Got a nice tan.
I mean, it's better than Horn Hill.
On the coast? Yeah, it's tons better than Horn Hill.
And anything is sleeping in a ditch right now is better than sleeping at Horn Hill.
Better than Horn Hill.
Yeah.
What's questionably maybe slightly better than Horn Hill is Jay Britton. We're gonna let's throw it his way. He's online. He's playing some chilled Bloodborne, which
of course he is.
Of course he is. You know this.
That's all he does now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's getting a tattoo
a couple of times. He's getting what? He's getting a Bloodborne tattoo.
Yeah, he's getting a Bloodborne tattoo.
Did Stream put him up to this?
No, this was from his brain.
All right, cool, sure.
I support my partner in all his decisions. Yeah, whatever this man does during the raid, by the way, judge me for it because I let him touch me, and I'm not sure why anymore.
We're going to end on that. See you later.